What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at the final Lord of the Rings movie, The Return of the King. This is the third one in the Lord of the Rings franchise, and the final one, and a spectacular movie at that. And Lord of the Rings is a franchise which I've been wanting to talk about on the channel for a very long time, and it just felt fitting to talk about it now with the announcement of a Gollum movie coming out soon, with me getting the Lord of the Rings Lego sets, and with me playing the Gollum game on the channel. It just felt right to talk about the movies here and now. And I also wanted to talk about it as well because these are movies which are very, very popular, very, very well regarded, and it is a brilliant franchise that hasn't been run into the ground like Marvel, DC, Star Wars has, or even Indiana Jones. Like, this franchise has been kept tried and true, and has been very much told, and been happily told. And people are very impressed with how it was told. So I feel like people are scared to touch it. Even with Harry Potter, that's getting a remake. Indiana Jones is still pumping out movies, and even Star Wars is still pumping out plenty of content. So some of the movies that came out around this time are still getting made and pumped out, so I'm very happy that they've left this one alone. But without any further delay, let's take a look at what Google has to say. So Lord of the Rings came out in 2003, the year I was born. It's a fantasy adventure, and it's 3 hours and 21 minutes, an extra 22 minutes than the last one that we took a look at. Has a 9 out of 10 IMDb and 94% Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4.7 out of 5 on Amazon. You can watch it on Now TV, Amazon Prime, Google Play, and Sky Store. A former Fellowship of the Ring prepares for a final battle while Frodo and Sam approach Mount Doom to destroy the One Ring. They follow Gollum, unaware of the path he is leading them on. So, how the story actually goes is with the orcs planning to attack this big castle, where Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn is sort of camping out with Gandalf. I am so sorry. Thank you to all those that said bless me to the TV, even though I can't hear you. I do appreciate you. You are the real ones. But, yeah, these guys are planning for an attack, and there is a massive war going on. It is a fucking insane war. Oh my god, I'm gonna come back. So the war is pretty cool, and obviously the king has recently died, so they're protecting this city from the dwarfs and stuff. Not dwarfs, the orcs and stuff, keeping the city safe. I forget why the orcs want this city, but they want the city. And Legolas is there. Gimli gets sort of thrown by Legolas, which is comedic timing at its finest. Frodo and Gollum end up going through this ghost town, which is pretty fucking sick, not gonna lie, seeing all these ghosts and the ghost army that they have to go through. It is genuinely insane how fucking sick that was, and how good the CGI was back in the day to be able to do this. I'm not saying it looks great now, I'm just saying back in the day this was fucking superb. I was born this year. Of course I know, it was superb back in the day. And, yeah, the trauma and, the absolute anguish that, Frodo goes through is genuinely really fucking cool. Acting-wise, it's not cool that he had to go through that. It's an awful thing to go through, but, it was really, emotional to watch. It was really moving and shit. It was a brilliant acting performance by Elijah Wood. And it was really fucking good. This one had the most drama and the most tension behind it, because it is the final one. They had to either go big and go home, and they knocked it out the fucking park with that war. They pulled out all the stops. They had the big orcs, the goblins and shit, breaking down the walls, and having the armies and the people hiding, and Legolas and Gimli almost dying, which was really fucking emotional, because again, they are my favorite too, from the Fellowship characters. I think they are the better 2 out of the 4 of Gandalf, Gimli, Aragorn, and Legolas. Legolas and Gimli, character dynamic is so good. I just like them too. They're so good, and like it was genuinely such a good watch. Like it genuinely locks you in with like the action, the music, and the fucking scenery as well. Like it all just makes for such like a beautiful story. It's the longest one out of all of them, and rightfully so. Like the pacing like is so good. Like they do a good balance at keeping the two stories going and like making sure that one's not forgotten or overlooked. Like they are going at the same time, and like they have the climax at like the same time as well. It is just so good. And Gollum actually dies here. He tries to jump after the ring and falls into the lava, which is stupid of him, not gonna lie. Like he shouldn't have done that, but still, you know, what can you do? It's not exactly his fault. He is a little bit unstable. I'll put it as that. He's a little bit unstable. I don't really know how else to put it, to be fair. So yeah, I don't really know how else to talk about this. So I really do like this movie. I think it is the best one of the three. I just like the fighting. I like the action. I like the character drama, and the acting is like the best out of all three movies in this one, with how moving they are with the crying and the emotion. And Aragorn becoming king was such like an iconic moment. Like he deserves that more than anyone. He's a fucking legend, and plot twist as well. Like him becoming a king, didn't expect that. Gotta be honest, that came out of the fucking blue. First time I watched it, obviously, I knew he becomes king at the end, like going back into this series, but I kind of didn't expect it first time around. I didn't watch these in cinema, obviously. I wasn't fucking born. I watched them just chilling at home when I was like 7 or 8, maybe 9. So the first time I watched these, I was very young, and I did play the Lego games that came out of these, which was also fucking superb. And I'm glad that Lego Lord of the Rings is making a comeback, because it is fucking brilliant, and I am so happy to own the sets, because they are some really good sets, and I'm yet to build them, obviously, but watching the movies was supposed to inspire me to like build them and get them built. And you know what, I should have built it whilst I was watching the movies, because that would have been iconic, that would have been cool, but I didn't. I sat in bed and I was just locked in. I just wanted to watch the movie. I had my notes app open so that I could write down notes for what I wanted to talk about, but I kind of forgot to do that. I just sort of sat and watched the movies, which is something that does happen quite often. I normally get my notes app ready so that I can write down what I want to talk about, but I end up just sitting there and like becoming locked in and sort of encapsulated, locked in. I just get focused on the movie, so it's hard to like write down notes, because this movie is like the fucking pinnacle. This one is like straight 10 out of 10 for me. This is like peak fiction. Like this is peak Lord of the Rings right here. Like the three movies that have built up to this to make this one a fucking immaculate piece of art. This isn't even a movie. This is art. This is gorgeous, perfect, superb. And the scenery, the CGI is still shit because it's back in like 2003, but just look at some of these shots. It is immaculate. And we have Gandalf coming riding over the fucking mountain to like come and save the day with like another army, I think, to like just come and save them at their fucking hour of need. And they did a callback to that in The Hobbit, but still, it's just such fucking iconic scene where he's like riding over the fucking hill. It's so badass because like the city's almost like destroyed and broken into, and then Gandalf comes in like a fucking legend. Again, still Gandalf the White, not grey. He's still rocking his white cloak, which technically shouldn't be white after this fight because of how much fucking mud and rain's going about in this area. But you know what? Sure, keep it going, Chief. Do whatever you want. Pop off, King. But yeah, Frodo dropping the ring. Pretty fucking cool. Them arguing and fighting. Sam telling him to drop it. Gollum telling him no, and the ring telling him no. Like, my body's telling me yes, but my mind is telling me no. Like, fucking internal like conflict. It's fucking brilliant. This movie has everything. I don't know where Merry and Pippin were. I forget about Merry and Pippin. Like, I don't really like them too, but I forget where the fuck they were. What did they do during this movie? Were they even in this movie? Where the fuck were Merry and Pippin? I've literally watched this movie like recently, like literally just before making this video. So it's like, where the fuck did? Why can't I remember what them two were doing? I'm genuinely bamboozled. I don't fucking remember where them two were. Like, what the fuck did them two do throughout this entire movie? The fuck? Am I just stupid? I don't fucking clue. I don't really care. I didn't like him anyway. So, back to the cool characters. Legolas was a fucking badass, and the comedic relief sort of moved from Merry and Pippin to Legolas and Gimli, because they had like just this pretty immaculate on-screen chemistry. Same with like Bilbo and Frodo. Not Bilbo, fucking Sam and Frodo. They had some great chemistry as well, and we saw like the build up and like the payoff from the foreshadowing in the like second movie to show that Frodo is being overtaken by this thing, this ring, and it is so fucking good. This is a 10 out of 10 movie, and if you haven't watched the Lord of the Ring franchise or The Hobbit, what are you doing? Go fucking watch it. Go check it out. They are fucking some of the best movies you'll ever watch. It is fucking incredible what they do. Like, from back at 2000s to the early 2000s, these are like peak fucking movies. Like, fucking The Notebook. Fuck that shit. Watch The Lord of the Rings. Watch actual peak. Watch actual peak. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all in the next one. I hope you all have an incredible day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe.